Hello, and welcome to another edition of The Life of a Show Rock. Babe. Hello, this is Top Rock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of minerals and fossils. I'm Francis, Cara's in the distance, and that's Albert looking extremely busy in the car park. Good on you, Malumi. Righto, so if this is your first time here, welcome. Please take the time to read Cara's short story in the description down beneath the video, and get to know a couple of the T's and C's. The most important one is that we are in Africa, and we are wholesale, so we do require a minimum order of 10 kilograms before we ship. You don't have to do it all at the same time. We're quite happy to stockpile up into 6 months, and then the accountants get busy and sharpen their pencils and grin widely at the massive profits they're gonna make. Whatever. Hello. We got another 2 trolleys set up today. There's a couple of really interesting, shiny things. Let's get started. Where is the start of this? Rhodonite hearts. Rhodonite from Madagascar. These little magnesium buttes. Oh, beautiful. I tell you what, the thing that pleases me about the rhodonite is the inclusion of these little spessartine crystals. That is orange garnets. These 4 little hearts, they are rated as, I think, good to, where's my slip, good to A grade. They weigh 1.25 kilograms. This one here has got quite a lot of spessartine. The biggest one is the prettiest one. That's a heart full of manganese. I said magnesium earlier on. I meant manganese. My bad. All right, these 4 are going to cost all of $33. This is flat $391. Next up from Spitskoppen, and it is the Kleine Spitskoppen. If you are familiar with the geography of Namibia, you'll know that there are 2 Spitskoppens. They are right next to each other. The Kleine Spitskoppen, more famous for the silver topaz, also produces some of the prettiest blue and orange calcite. These cobbed calcite pieces with antimony, that's the little black silvery splashes on them. They weigh 3 kilograms, but more than 3 kilograms, rated as a very good to A grade. This flat's going to cost $43. This is number 259. On to some cobalt-bearing dolomite from the Congo. So these 6 all have, I think all, when I say all, terms and conditions apply, and some beautiful silky malachite exclusions. That's very nice. All round as well. There we go. That's some heterogenite. Heterogenite, of course, mostly associated with cobalt. Quite a large specimen, this. There's a beautiful, well-shaped dolomite crystals beneath a pink exterior. Weighing 1.78 kilograms. These are rated good to A grade. They're going to cost all of $50. That's flat $374. On to some Brandberg. Now, it's an interesting little flat. These are rated good to A grade. All over the show there are, how many are there in here? 17 little quartzy clusters. Let's take a little bit of a look. I'm not sure what that white covering is. Looks like kaolinite. I could be very, very wrong. This one's rather interesting. It has these little bits of mica on it. It's like a greenish mica, maybe muscovite. This one catches my eye because it's pretty. Look at this beautiful little. Oh, do I need the sun for this? Why, yes, I do. It's a pretty little cluster. Oh, what else is in here now? I'm quite keen to see if any of these fluoresce. There's a nice window quartz. Like a cactus quartz almost. Very flowery. It's pretty. Let's see if they fluoresce. In the darkroom, I haven't taken them all out. Just 4 of them that I thought would be likely to show some action. They don't fluoresce. It's funny when I go to the side, I could swear that's a little bit of green. Let me turn this one around. No, not much happening there. Let me try another torch. Why is that going green like that? That's funky. That's... It's weird. Let's just see these in the daylight. Nah, I don't think there's much to do with this. This little beautiful flat of Brainberg flowers. It weighs slightly more than 1 kilogram. It's going to cost all of $40. This is flat number 406. Next up, some, how do you call them, quick cut banded agate slices. They are cut extremely thinly, which is very nice, but they have been cut fast, and there's, I'll be honest, not much post-polishing that's happened. These are very nice. Some of these sometimes have little white scuffy marks, and that's simply because the Malagasy, obviously in a production lineup, just run through the slicing process without much thought given to the post-polish. These are rated, there's 4 of them, they are rated, what is this? They're rated all as A grade. Come here, you little beauty. Quite large slices. Beautiful translucency. They weigh 1.3 kilograms. They're going to cost $48. This is flat 337. Onto a flat of, black tourmaline. Sure. It weighs 1.11 kilograms for the 6. They are rated good to very good at best. Quite a bit of smoky quartz. It's very nice. So I don't know if I've banged on about this before, but there's a couple of Italian scientists, so there's a little bit of fluorite in there. That's nice. This deserves to go into the darkroom. So yeah, the Italian scientists went back and dissected. So black tourmaline schirrel is hardly ever just a pure black tourmaline. They found that, and the example that the diagram they used is almost pretty much exactly like this one, is that yes, predominantly it is black tourmaline, but there's also a fair amount of roserite as well as foytite, fluorofoytite in them as well, which is, it's for academic interest mostly. So black tourmaline shell, especially the Rongo, Namibian stuff, is more often than not a conglomerate of roserite and foytite as well. This is a pretty one, man. This is those excellent termination, and then those natural fibrous nature just flattening out in that one. This one's more a bit of a smoky, with a little bit of fibrous black tourmaline. Very nice. This flat's going to cost $46, and before I give you the flat number, I'm going to check if it has a little bit of highlight opal as well. Here we go. Let's see if there's any little speckity speck. Ooh, a bit of highlight opal there. This one had the fluorite. There we go. Shiny, shiny fluorite. Ooh, that's nice. It's quite a bit of a highlight opal. Nothing there. No, nothing there. Just a fluorite in this one. It shines beautifully. Nice. So that's a very nice little flat of black tourmaline shell, and the highlight opal on that one's quite vehement. This flat's going to cost $46. This is number 192. Next up, we got some polished shutterkite and chrysocolla, mostly 870 grams for very good to A grade specimens. There are 3 in here. Ooh. So get in there. Quite a bit of malachite. Here's the shutterkite. Lots of shutterkite. Nice dark blue, navy blue shutterkite. And that's what we want to see. Very nice. This little flat here, weighing 870 grams. It's going to cost $50. This is flat 946. Onto some matte polished purpurite from Rongo. We mine this ourselves. These are nice, slightly metallic layer. As you can see there, that's very pretty. There's a purpurite, which is mostly manganese, and then obviously you got the darker little, like this one over here, you got these dark brown patches. It's heterosite, which makes up for a lot of the iron content in the purpurite. Very nice, slightly metallic purpurite. Because of the heterosite and the iron content, they do oxidize quite quickly and become all pretty dullish brown. So when they come out of the earth, they don't look like this. No, they don't. They need a bit of love, a bit of small talk, a bit of TV time, a bit of rest, a bit of oxidation, and then they get these beautiful, silky, metallic purple color. They weigh 1.55 kilos, rated good to A grade. They're going to cost $46. This is flat number 422. So, okay, I just want to have a look at this. Does it fluoresce? Let's find out. So, yeah, some of these do have quite a bit of calcite, and oh, there we go. No, I'm not trusting that green. There's something in there. I don't think it's calcite. Moving on to some snow orca agates, 2-3 standing freeforms. These are rated as very good, all three of them, 1.83 kilograms. That's not nice. No, these are quite crap, honestly. There's quite a few with scuff marks over there and over there. So they're going to have to be cheap to be justified. Still, there's some scuff marks there as well. Very good at best, yes, I tend to agree with it. At $36, that's $12 for one standing freeform. It's okay. This is flat 982. Then from Mozambique, some rock hard demortierite. Rather rare stuff. Very hard stuff. 6 copped pieces. These weigh almost 3 kilograms. Rated very good to A, that being very good, that being very good. These other 4 being A grade. These are going to cost $35. That's a very nice flat at the mortierite, flat 458. Onto my dog, Fig. Okay, go chase the monkey here. Okay, Fig, fine, I will make my way for you. We got 24 partly polished Labradorite. These are rated as very good to A grade. You can see that beautiful Labrador essence. Nice to have the rough side as well. I far prefer to any of the other Labradorite options. Check it out, man. That's so cool. This flat at 24 weighs almost 2 kilograms. It's going to cost, let me just do a little sweepy sweep. It's going to cost $42 for the 24 flat 686. Next up, some spirit quartz from Bukanotuk. It's a bit more of the old-fashioned kind with a sprinkling of the new larger window variation. These are rated as very good to double A grade. Quite a bit of iron over there, so that'll be all very good. Nice long fingers, small crystallization around the sides. A sliver of spirit quartz. This one's got some lovely iron at the base. It's a nice red, and then also some limonite. Lovely little cluster. Weighing 1.06 kilograms. These 6 little Bukanotes are going to set you back $49. That is flat 666. Then onto 6 rose quartz spheres. These are rated very good to double A grade, and I'm going to take this flat into the sun. There's Cara dancing away. She's so happy that Taylor Swift brought out a new album. I am so tired of listening to it. Okay. Okay, I need some sun, and for the sun I'm going to have to go, yeah, there we go. Big Rose Quartz Company, and there's a classic pavement stone. Those are valuable. Any takers on this? That's about 10 Rand. There we go. 1 out of 6. There we go. 2 out of 6. Let's see what the other side. Either side's even better. Nice. That's just screaming asterism. This is kind of a more pale blue Girasol flavored rose quartz sphere. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. There we go. Where are you? There's the asterism. Other side should be better. There we go. Much better. 4 out of 4. 5 out of 5. And the last one doesn't let me down, no. But that would be your very good one. There we go, but still very nice asterism. These 6 weigh 1.08 kilos. They're going to cost $45. That's flat $9.49. Hello, fella. Next up, also on a sphere kind of vibe, is a conglomerate. This is chrysocolla, malachite, and azurite conglomerate from the Congo. It's by no means a perfect sphere. It's ever tiny little bits of, I don't know, what would you call it, knobbly imperfections, but it is totally handmade. It is beautiful. It's using those offcuts that they get after cobbing stuff and being African, not wasting anything, which is fancy. It's beautiful though. These 2 weigh all of that's 640 grams for the 2. They're going to cost $33 flat $9.77. Very nice. On to A grade Tiger Eye, and if you like chatoyancy, then Tiger Eye is your type of stone. This one's got an absolute mine full of hematite running through it. More hematite, more crystalline asbestos. It is beautiful. Kriska. So Kriska is pretty much where we get most, not all, because tiger's eye is actually not that much of a rarity in South Africa. The rest of the world, yes. I know Australia's got some. I know Brazil is a very small deposit. But yeah, Kriska is a preeminent source of A-grade Tiger Eye. These weigh 1.61 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $32. That's cheap, man. That's for flat $952. Onto some fossilized love, some belemnites. Or 1 kg, slightly more than 1 kilogram. These 70 belemnites are rated as good to A grade. My man, I am going to have you and throw a rock at you. Teasing my dog. I sugar it on nose. Yeah. The bane of my African existence. If they're not stealing my vegetables, they, well, breaking into my home and stealing the bread out of the fridge. Little bastards. Fig, no barking, because that's not how you catch monkeys. Oh, thanks, buddy. 70 belemnites is going to cost $35. That's what's that? 50 cents for a belemnite. That is flat 138. Next up, we got some oddity from the Congo. Some zinky blue smithsonite in aragonite. 2 points. There's a little bit of that is odd. So that stripe of green there, let's assume that's copper, which is odd because smithsonite is generally not associated with copper, although it's not impossible. 2med proves that. But you need plenty of oxidation layers and a little bit of aging for that to happen. It's a very nice point, this. Especially with that brecciated effect there. Lots of smithsonite here. And then all of that aragonite forming the massive These two weigh all of 1.09 kilos, rated as good to very good. They're going to cost $32. This is flat number 92. Onto some good to A grade Luena Smoky clusters. There's about 12 in this flat. We're going to look for the transparency. Look at that, look at that. Okay, I'm going to zoom into that beautiful window where that white veil lures you deeper into a world of imagination. This one's good grade. This one's lovely as well. That's a nice chip, but it is Luena. You're not going to get Luena without chips. That's just how that rolls. If you do, buy it. Ooh, this is a beautiful cluster. Anything else that's oh, these are lovely. This flat weighs all of our 1.85 kilograms. It's going to cost $43 for the 12. This is flat 40. Onto 1.14 kilograms worth of one-side polished Sassy River red agates. Beautiful bands. See that agate running on the rough. This one's polished all the way around. That's beautiful. Likewise, this one. Nice bit of quartz in the middle. That's the rough. Rated as very good to A grade. These 6 are going to cost $27. This is flat number 42. Onto the center of the trolley, and we got some Malagasy goethite. Well, it's a quartz cluster coated with nice iridescent goethite. And these little goethites, I don't know, let me just put this down and try to focus on it and get in there. It's got some beautiful botryoidal goethite formations, as you can see there. How gorgeous is that? You can see the iridescence. It's quite a large fella. What is this? It weighs 4.28 kilograms. It's got another side to it. And this one's got quite a lot of iron. Let's get in there. How pretty is that? And the top there as well. Very nice, large, well, I want to say standing natural form. Yeah, standing natural form. It's got one blank face, and then obviously you've got the two larger, the large open face, and then that beautiful iron oxide side as well. This is going to cost $42, and it's a flat FO8. Nice. Barite from the Congo, Tenka Fungarama to be exactly. A large bladed barite, heavy as a lot. It's rated good to very good. It's not a fantastic specimen, but it's still pretty nifty, very beautiful. Weighing 3.5 kilos, or slightly more than that. This little specimen, little, $62. And this is flat number 725. Nice. Onto, well, a single polished standing freeform. Polychrome jasper is what we know it as. And you can see all that dragon scale. Now, dragon scale on both sides. Rated as very good. Let's talk about dragon scale for a bit. Oh. Hey, stand, you were standing freeform. There we go, not a standing freefall. Okay, polychrome jasper. So this comes with quite a few names. Let me zoom out a little bit. Polychrome jasper, Picasso jasper, Royal Savannah jasper, Desert jasper. Yeah. Apparently. Okay, so the dragon scale. So essentially, like most jaspers, all jaspers, it starts out as mud and sand, and over time, silica-rich water seeps through and solidifies or silicates the mud and sand. But like in nature, nothing happens gradually, yes, the term is, it didn't spread evenly. So when the time came where the jasper was under stress, and was cracking up a little bit, these little veins here were the stress fractures, were then filled with iron and manganese, which makes it quite easy to recognize. Polishing the stone obviously makes it easier to see. But yeah, that's essentially what dragon scale is. Just an uneven procession of events that happened, and then the cracks obviously just filled up with iron and manganese. There we go. All right, so this little standing freeform, or falling freeform, no, it stands pretty good. That's $24. This is flat number 117. Last item on the first trolley, we got some emerald mica. I don't want to use the word emerald, but it's green mica clinical in a mica matrix. It's a largish one. It weighs 1.31 kilograms. It's rated as very good. It's going to cost all of $52. This is flat 667. Right, on to the second trolley, and what we got are 70 little clear, well, kind of clear, natural Malagasy quartz crystals. These 70 are rated as good to A grade. I'm always looking for something interesting. That's a pretty little fella. Yeah, 70 of these. They weigh 920 grams. Here's one with a nice limonite tip, or golden healer crystal. Nice. They're going to cost $26. That's for 70 little Malagasy crystals. That's a flat, well, F32. And just down the road in Madagascar as well, we got some red hematoid crystals, and most of these are, if not all, in fact, they are all double terminated red hematoid quartz crystals. They weigh a meager 60 grams. See, they are really pretty with the pinky reddish double terminated crystals. There's a little side crystal. Ooh, this one's interesting. Look at that. Twin terminations with double twin, three terminations at the end there. Nice little flat this. It's not heavy at all. Stands to reason. Well, yes, this is going to be $12 for, what's that, 20 little red hematoid quartzes from Madagascar, flat F28. Then some more of those little lovely, no more Malagasy. We're on a quartz roll here, except this is Hollandite. Look at the little stars. There's 35 of these crystals. This is the smallest of them, but it has the most hollandite. Okay, here's a. Let's find a crappy one. Oh, it's not a crappy one. There we go. Quite close to the surface as well. Where's the hollandite? There's the hollandite. I don't see hollandite in here. Tell you what. I don't think there's any hollandite. I will have to replace a little hollandite crystal. So you go over there. You're in the bad corner. Naughty corner. Okay, so there is hollandite there, but obviously that'll be your good grade. Not totally apparent. Still see the stars. Not as nice as some of them. Hell of a rarity. Nice to have some again. This was found. Let's just look at this one again. By Albert, going through old flats and boxes of stuff lying around. This flat's going to cost all of $21. This is F13. Onto some celestite. All right, we got ourselves 1.78 kilograms worth of very good rated celestite. These little geodes. That is a beautiful hue of blue. Large crystal. Slightly damaged. There's a nice, like those, if you can see the sawbone, I think is what the term is, sawbone formation. Weighing 1.78 kilograms, these 6 are going to cost $42. This is flat 421. Lekker. Then we found more of that funky cubic fluorite that we've mined in Erongo, quite close to Karabib. It's on a quartz matrix, it's been cut. Nice step natures. So purple on the outside and a nice apple green on the inside. This is a beautiful little plate. So that's really nice. Look at that transparency right there. It's clear fluorite that's grown over the top of the purple and the green in the middle. Same with that one over there. See there. That is beautiful. Here's another great example. Awesome zoning. It's a natural little growth there on the right hand side, the corner. Given time, that would probably have created another adjoining crystal like these two. Beautiful little flat, funky fluorite. It weighs all of 1.1 kilograms. It's going to cost all of $35 for the 3. This is flat F17. Then, well, there we go. Apatite, rough cobbed, bluish greenish, more green than anything. It's like a dark bluish green. 12 cobbed pieces. That's flat. 4.42 kilograms. These 12 are going to cost all of $40. This is flat number F09. On to some Salros. Yes, please. It's an interesting flat. What are these? These are rated as good to very good only. But I tell you what, let me show you something. That is a beautiful saturated pink. That's cobalt bearing dolomite. And then this quartz. I don't see any Salros. See a bit of malachite. I wonder, I'm going to take this to the dark room just now. But how about these crystals there, over there? Look at that. Beautifully transparent dolomite. And heavily saturated dolomite at the top. That is beautiful. And then this little, geez, look, it's azurite. It was definitely started off as an azurite, and then a pseudomorph malachite, as you can see in the middle there. And then I think the cobalt bearing druzy around the side. Very interesting little specimen. Some malachite and more dolomite, pale pinkish. A little bit of shine there. And these large dolomite crystals. And then one with malachite and heterogenite and that cobalt bearing dolomite at the base. Nice little flat. It weighs 1.87 kilograms. It's going to cost $45. I want to see if that glows. I'm going to show you. Righto, let's see. Quartz. It does actually. The orange is not quartzy natural. Calcite maybe. Looked like quartz to me. Turn it around a little bit. Nothing there. Let's see what the other torch does. Hey, on your feet, fella. That's interesting. Okay, let's have a look at this in the daylight again. Okay, I am puzzled. Looks like quartz. But T's and C's, it doesn't take much to puzzle me. Good job, man. It's quartz with a weird orange glow. Righto, that's flat 399 for 45. Next up, we've got some red hematoid. There are 5 clusters of varying degrees of niceness. They are rated as very good to A grade. I'm going to find that nice and clean. Here we go. There's our BUT. That's super duper. It's all right. Ooh, those are nice. Very nice. Heavy on the iron there. It's okay. I'm not thrilled. It's going to cost $30. Well, okay, that's really that's a fair price. That's $30 for flat 179. Onto some black tourmaline shrill and feldspar. This one here catches my eye because it's groovy, baby. That's beautiful little feldspar formations around the black tourmaline. One with a lot of fluorite on the side. Little plate with, oh, that's a lovely crystal right there. Nice tourmaline amidst the smoky quartz. And here we go with a fibrous variation. Oh, almost sheaths of feldspar. That's nice and odd. Beautiful crystals. And then the last one is tourmaline at a crossroads. Nice luster. They weigh all of 1.03 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $50. This is flat number 941. Let's see the UV. Alright, so what we're looking for here, highlight opal. Quite a lot of highlight opal, bit of highlight opal there as well. Where's that fluorite one? Just the one side. Yeah, it's got some. What is that red? IOU red. I tell you what, I can't see that to my naked eye, but the camera is picking it up superbly. I have no idea. I'm going to have to go back and. Does it do that? No? Yes? No, what is that? What is it? Oh, this is... Okay, take it out of the box. Let's have a look at this. Oh, my word. Feldspar. A bit of highlight. That's interesting. This is the one with the fluorite, I think. Yes, there's the fluorite. That's magic. What's the red? The other one also had it. Well, that's interesting. Anyone has any ideas about what that was? Also, the edges of this, there were a couple of red spots. Nothing overly obvious. Alright, so next up we've got some Malawi. This is melange, 3 large smoky crystals. Here we go. Look at this beauty. The 3 weigh 2.75 kilograms. Rated as good to A grade. Oof, the clarity on this is beautiful. Tips on the tips don't help. That's still a beautiful cluster. They're going to cost all of $40. This is flat 142. Next up, clear quartz galleys, palm stones for giants. It's quite a large. There's a bit of iron. There are 8 of these little specimens, rated as good to very good at best. That's a standing freeform. They weigh 1.42 kilograms, and they are reasonably bang average. Palm stones, and 2, 2, 3. This is also a standing freeform. Nice little galaxy in there. These are going to cost $35. That's a flat 159. Then dendritic acid, and this is a very nice flat. From Madagascar, some galleys. You can see if you're into dendrites, happy days. Then this is the flat for you. Have a look at these. Some really interesting colors in the agate as well. These are rated as good to A grade. It's a coral flower agate. Nice. Weighing all of 1.19 kilos. It's going to cost all of $32 for the 12. This is flat 433. Then on to some limonite from Karoi. Or is this Solwezi? Solwezi limonite. 6 clusters. Nice iron-rich quartz. Always looking out for the inclusions with limonite, because the iron invariably invites a host of other activities. This is quite a new kind of age-wise. This is probably the newer one because the limonite is actually on the outside, whereas this one's a bit more paler. Some of that matrix degradation. These have been known to have hematite inside the veils as well as outside. This flat weighs all of 2.32 kilograms, rated as very good. It's going to cost $38. This is flat number 169. Then on to 6 cobbed pieces of stichtite from Barberton, rated as very good to A grade. It's a beautiful purple webbing on top of, or in top of, and inside of a serpentine, green serpentine matrix. Looks a bit more like, there you are. Look. If you try to sell this as Suzalite, somebody did, I can't remember. That was funny. They weigh, what is this? They're not that extremely heavy. They're quite porous as well as the serpentine. Weighing, what's this? 2.33 kilograms. These 6 are going to, 6 Atlantacites are going to cost $33 for flat 127. On to some very nice rhodonite spheres. Polished and sphered in Madagascar. There's some of that orange spessartine, orange garnets. Flat, it's going to cost all of $50 for the 4 spheres. This is flat 249. Then, hello, Cheretzi. And there's a nice flat of Cheretzi too. 6 of them. So the light's nice for this as well. The lovely step nature of Cheretzi. Clean amethyst, smoky amethyst crystals. This is probably the runt of the litter. Cara was looking at these, and I think it's this one. I haven't looked just now, but there's one with 2 anhydros. I'm going to leave it for last, so I can take my time. Right, so where is it? It's this beauty here. Look at this. That is exceptional. And I think it's this one. One large anhydra. Yes. There's actually, I'd see two in the distance. Probably see it from here as well. Yes, there's one. That's a lot. Oh, wow. That's huge as far as anhydras are concerned. Wait, maybe I can't see anything on my phone. Oh, yeah. See that? That's so cool. And the other one, I saw two in one vein. From this side, it's not that one. But no doubt there will be a car I found two. I actually saw two the first time I picked it up. Anyway, beautiful flat of Charity. This is going to weigh all of 460 grams, rated very good to A grade. It's going to cost $40, flat 347. Lekker. Then a Koki pen. Right, so we've got some beautiful, I really like this flat. This is a Cobbed Shutterkite, all A grade. I don't know where it's been hiding. From Kalkerveld, 2.09 kilograms. And it's got, oh, this is beautiful. So you've got that beautiful Shutterkite. And then lovely quartz. That's a winner. This is some Shutterkite, chrysocolla, and halloysite, that's right. The older, more developed brother of kaolinite on top of Shutterkite and chrysocolla. A lot more, little bit of Shutterkite, but there we go, more Shutterkite, a lot of chrysocolla. Here's another beastie. Tell you what, no, it's not heavy enough for the cuprite. Some of these came out with quite a bit of cuprite, but if it has the cuprite, you know all about it, because that's heavy, bro. Very nice. 12 Shutterkites, they're going to cost $32. This is flat 980. Nice. On to some coral agate flames. I thought these were quite nice when I first saw them. I still think they're very nice. Beautiful transparency. You can see those lovely flowery patterns. To the vug there. Beautiful banded patterns. Lots of iron creeping in there. This is the biggest of the bunch. It's got a bit of a green tinge to the edges of the quartz. Beautiful patterns. Oh, this one's weird. Look at this. Okay, so it's practically almost hollow. It's got that, and then you can see there's a big vug. You see the sun. It's going to help you there. See, the little vug, and it's almost entirely hollow. That is very cool. And the last one is pretty. Nice banded patterns over there. Coral flowers all over the show. Very cool. It weighs 1.82 kilograms. This flat's going to cost $41. This is flat 986. Then a flat of Southern African amethyst. So I'll take a stab in the dark here. This is pretty. It's a Zambian amethyst. These are beautiful, beautiful clean windows. You can see the actual matrix is all chevron. That's a beaut. And then the old-fashioned Quacha which is a very dark, deep purple. Quite a bit of matrix though. And then another Zambian, this is Mpika amethyst. Still got a bit of iron on. That is beautiful dark purple amethyst. They weigh all of, what's that, 2.85 kilograms, rated only as good grade. It's going to cost $34 for the 3. This is flat F41. Then, kyanite clusters, 3 large ones, rated as, well, they're not rated, but I'll call them crap to their faces, 3.62 kilograms, but they have many, many redeeming qualities. This one here, for example, has a large face over here with a immensely large, well, 2 interwoven crystals fanning out. That's very nice. This one's a bit more schisty. It's a bit of a cacophony of kyanite. And some of these crystals at angles to the main grain. And this last one, interesting one. I like this one the most, but only because the kyanite is thin, almost needle-like and beautifully transparent. Quartz in there, and there's a fair amount of limonite. See the iron at the bottom there. I am curious about, I'm going to see what, if I'm going to take this to the UV, why not? Rightio, kyanite, old-fashioned, crappy ones. Some of them occasionally do fluoresce red. Yeah. A little bit of fluorescence there. I'm going to turn that one around. Most definitely some fluorescence there. But let's turn this one around. A little bit of fluorescent kyanite. Turn this around. Nah, nothing happening there. Not a lot, but it is there. I'll try the other torch. Oh, yes. Okay, well, that works. Yes. Okay. Well, there you have it. You like a bit of UV kyanite, then there's Johnny. Righto, into the centre of the trolley. Oh, did I tell you the price? No, I didn't. Haha. This kyanite's going to cost $35. Flat F33. Next up, some girasol. Rose quartz. It's give me some light there. There's 2 rose quartz points. Oh, there we go, there's the light. That tip is not looking entirely healthy. That's okay. Quite a lot of blue rose quartz at the base and a shoe fly. One, it's not a chip or a break at the bottom there, that's just a natural fault line over there. Other than that, that's a pretty decent girasol point. These 2 weigh what do they weigh? 1.265 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $30. That's flat 508. Then we got a ocean jasper heart, quite a large ocean jasper heart, and quite a bit of hematite all around there. Some green, some of that coral patterning on the top there. More hematite. It's a beauty. It's quite a large one, 1.81 kilograms. It's going to cost $45. This is flat 594. On to a beautiful blue lace agate polished standing freeform. It weighs all of 1.9 kilograms. It is rather beautiful. It has blue lace for the most part of it. I want to say that there's, geez, it's hard, man. Some of these have a little hint of amethyst, and it almost wants to show amethyst, but not quite. But that's a beautiful blue standing freeform. Short of 2 kilograms, it's going to cost $78. This is flat 982. Last one for the evening, a celestite geode from Sakwani. Ooh, I'm getting good at that. Some beautiful large crystals. Nothing majorly broken. There's a bit of snow. That's fine over there. There's a leaf over there as well. That's a lot bluer than my screen makes it look. It's rated very good to A grade. It weighs slightly more than 8 kilograms. It's going to cost $189. That is flat 685. Cool beans, guys. Thanks for joining us. I have no news about Madagascar. There was some improvements this morning, but the guys are still literally... so the president has been deposed of, and now there is a military leader in charge of Madagascar, and military leaders in Africa generally don't end well, ever. So here's holding a breath. It was said that maybe the stock would be here by Tuesday, maybe 2 weeks' time. Sorry.